going to line up as a wing, looking like a tight end wing, this time on the right side. Rolls out to his right, does Martin. Finds the open receiver. Good hands by Pacheco. Pulls it down.
The one thing we identified a couple weeks ago at the UT is Pacheco has good hands. Runs a nice route, but one thing he does, Todd, he makes sure he catches that ball. He brings that ball in. That ball was thrown hard, and nice job. Martin turns his squares up the line of scrimmage, throws a strike into Pacheco.
Out of the field, that's Jackson and Clemens. Again from the I formation. Martin drops back, has time. Heads to the sideline, finds Jackson. He goes up, pulls it down. He's got the first down. Well, it's going to be close to it. We'll see where they actually mark it. Yep, looks like going to move the chain, so a nice job by John Jackson Jr.
Once again, Darius Martin steps in, but this is the John Jackson that I'm familiar with seeing. Goes up. Now you can see why that first time he dropped the ball, he said you got to make the catch. He can make a catch like that. Goes up, sacrifices.
From the I formation, Jackson on the right side, Clemens on the left. Martin, a little confusion in the backfield. Tolles gets it. He's got some running room. Got a blocker, but he got submarined and taken down by Mario Sturdivant. Again, working from the I formation. Darius Martin under center. Hands it off, first back through, just plowing his way forward, waiting for the call, and it will be a touchdown. And that was the fullback. O'Neal got the touchdown, so they spread the ball around on that first drive and get pay dirt.
Good job of spreading the ball through passing and running. And then when you got a fullback that's 260 pounds on the 6-yard line, that's a good decision to give him the ball. And you know what? If you can run the ball like that, you're not going to bring these guys down with arm tackles.
Second down. There's Thomas, cuts back inside, gets low. Pick up just a couple of yards. Much better defense on that one as he was brought down. Offset formation, Jackson, deep drop. He's got some pressure, gets bumped by Thomas, and then he gets dropped for an 18-yard sack. And once again, it's Lewis Smith with the big stop, and that is a huge loss for the Midwest Rams.
Watch Lewis Smith come in. He fights away one defender. He just throws the defender down, then goes right after him. Look at this. He throws the blocker, Thomas to the side, Thompson to the side, and he's got that sack. That's a big sack for that defense.
Thomas is the deep back. One wide out on either side. Jackson, deep drop. He's got pressure coming. Puts it up. He had a hand on his shoulder. That's going to be picked off by the Northwest Ohio Knights at the 15-yard line. And that pickoff was by Eric Robinson. He goes to the sidelines. Check that. That was Lee Heckel, still on his feet, up the sidelines, still on his feet, finally wrestled out of bounds. And it was actually Stephen Howard with the pick.
Well, the one thing that I saw right there with Stephen Howard, that interception, he played the ball. He didn't play the receiver. Now he's got his eye on the ball the whole way in front of the receiver, and he takes off. And once he intercepts that ball, Todd, he knows what to do with it.
And that's about a 50-yard return after the pick by Howard.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing when he intercepts the ball. But again, he plays the ball, and we saw the Knights play 2-3 weeks ago. They still have. They could possibly salvage this drive if they pick up some ground here.
Pressure from the right side. Martin steps in, works his way outside, finds Jackson along the sidelines. He spins free. Now he looks for a little room. Black jerseys all around him. He gets corralled and finally dropped. And he got very close to the original line of scrimmage, but he had to work hard. Now the Rams are saying he fumbled the football, but no officials appear to agree with him. As we see the replay again, good job by Martin to keep the play alive and then hit Jackson on the move.
Watch how he spins out of it, but then he tries to go. The farther you go to the middle of the field, the more defenders you're going to run into. He's got to be able to take his losses and cut up the field. Let's see this be an interesting play.
It's 4th and long, 12 yards. Again, Eddie Robinson, or Eric Robinson, is the lone setback. Just off the left hip of Darius Martin. He looks right. Steps up in the pocket, goes across the middle. Pacheco is open. Pacheco, he's got one man to beat. Pacheco gets dropped. But did he get in? And he did. Pacheco hits pay dirt. We see again the great hands of Pacheco, and then he just forced his way to the goal line and dragged the defender with him. Second touchdown. So what was 3rd and 23, they wind up getting a touchdown.
The success of that play, and you mentioned it right away, Robinson was held back. as a blocking back. They realize they have to have somebody back there. Robinson makes a key block.
Fakes the pitch to the deep back. Now he finds Thomas. Stutter step. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Picks up maybe 1 more yard before he is slung backwards. Forward progress is going to get him maybe a half yard.
Number 36, Andy Olvera, out of Bowsher High School. He gets his hands on. Oh no, I take that back. That is Stephen
Howard once again.
Stephen Howard. That's right. I saw the 6. I didn't know if it was a 36 or 06. But Stephen Howard shows
on the right hip of Jackson. He's got time. Goes across the middle, has a man open, but coming from behind to break it up. In fact, it's going to be picked off on the deflection. And that pickoff was by Andy Olvera. So 2 drives and 2 interceptions.
I knew he was going to make a play. I was just 1 play early. But look at this. He gets it out, but he throws where there's a lot of blue jerseys right down the middle. That's the tip throw by Andy Olvera. And does a nice job. And Olvera.
3rd down from the I formation. Looking for the screen left, then he comes back the other way, finds Pacheco. He's got the 1st down, still picking up yardage at the 30. It takes 4 defenders to bring him down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. You need a clutch play. Pacheco is your out player. Get out of trouble receiver.
Darius Martin does a nice job of selling the hitch. Look, he fakes that, and then he comes back, finds a wide open Pacheco, and all he's got to do is throw the ball about 7 or 8 yards, and there's Pacheco wide open. Nice job by Darius Miller-Schmidt.
At the 27-yard line, I formation, play action. Going to left side, double coverage to Clemens, touchdown against double coverage. That's the height advantage we were talking about.
And that's the Luke Clemens that goes after the ball, fights off the, at 6'2", 230, but he's a great athlete and he's got strong hands. Watch this. Martin gets the ball off quick, but look at Martin. I mean, look at Clemens goes. He fights him, catches that ball, all hands.
Well, and both defenders, 2 defenders on him and back. 1 wide on either side. Oh, yeah. Here comes the pressure again. Just right up the middle goes Jackson. He gets ridden down from behind. And the ball is loose, and it's picked out by the Knights off the good drive for the Rams, but a turnover ends it. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
It all starts on the snap. He fumbles the snap, and instead of falling on the ball, he tries to pick it up and tries to get
position on almost all of their drives. In motion is Robinson. Lone setback is O'Neal, right into his gut. He goes up the center. Now he's got the corner, gets a nice block, puts his shoulder down. He'll get the 1st down on that drive across the 40 to the 38-yard line of the Rams. 12-yard pickup by O'Neal.
Brad O'Neal, 5'11", 260. And you can see that 260 going, knocking players away. And he's got some, he had a little
bit to pass yet. Pitch to Thomas, inside, now he works outside, tried to get behind a blocker, but his blocking broke down, and he got swarmed under by 3 blue jerseys. Olvera was one of them.
Great job of containing. That ball was to go onto the outside, and Thomas saw that there was nothing there, and all of a sudden, the backside pursuit.
From the shotgun is Martin. Has time, double clutches, across the middle. There's Jackson. He's got the 1st down. And he keeps moving forward, but he stretches out the football, trying to get extra yardage. That's a dangerous, dangerous attempt by Jackson. But he gets the 1st down. And